Hello, art students. It's your art teacher, Miss Freels, with a bonus episode of Art on the Daily Doodle. So I was sitting out here in my backyard, the beautiful sun, and listening to the birds and thinking about all the things that I'm really thankful for. It's a perfect time of year to sort of reflect and think about all the things that you might be thankful for as well. Even if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, what a great time right now when we're at home with our families, spending a lot of time together to think about all the things that we are thankful for. So today I'm going to show you a very quick and really fun doodle that you can do at home, and you can customize it and make it your own. That means you can take my idea and maybe add some things that you are thankful for, or take it in a completely different direction. All right, my art students. Well, I am very thankful for all of you. I am very thankful for my art students. I'm very thankful for my friends and my family. I'm very thankful for nature and the beautiful trees and this beautiful November day in California. And I'm ready to get started. Are you? Let's go!
So first of all, I want to give a shout out to this wonderful book by Jeanette Nyberg. It's called Tangle Art and Drawing Games for Kids, a silly book for creative and visual thinking. And I have got so many fun ideas from this book. If you want a fun Christmas present or a birthday present, this would be an excellent choice. Okay. The idea that I have for today actually comes from this book, and it is called The Geometry Tree. And we're basically going to be creating a geometric tree using really simple lines, step by step, like all of my drawings and all of my videos. For today, all you need is a white piece of paper. If you want to practice on your whiteboard, awesome. I am going to be using just white paper today. And if you have any kind of fun markers or any kind of fun crayons, you might want to get those out. I have these really cool gel pens that are super, super fun for coloring. And I'm going to be making my tree with a Sharpie today. If you do not have a Sharpie, you can use a pencil. Or if you just want to use a pencil first and then outline later with the Sharpie, that is fine as well. I'm just going to go for it and start with my Sharpie, because this project, literally, you cannot mess up on it. Whatever happens is totally cool. And if you go step by step, something cool is bound to happen. All right, just like most of my projects, I kind of start, I give you my ideas, and then hopefully you can take your own ideas and create your own unique piece of art. Okay, step number 1, all I'm going to do is draw a vertical line starting near the bottom of my page. I'm going to draw a vertical line, that means up and down, kind of right in the middle, and it kind of stops about 3/4 of the way up. That means if I were to divide my paper into 4s, I would go right about here. So 1/4 of the way down or 3/4 of the way up. So just basically right in here. If you want to make a little mark, you can, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I just remember Miss Freels tells you, as an artist, you are sort of responsible for thinking a little bit ahead, sort of planning ahead, just so you make sure you have enough room. So this is going to be the trunk of my tree. Next, I'm just going to draw several straight lines or branches coming out of this trunk, and I'm going to be filling up the page. So just watch me, okay? Think of it sort of just like a fun game. I'm going to draw a straight branch here. First, I'll just kind of draw some this way, kind of going up and down my tree, some a little bit longer, then others maybe some a little bit shorter. So these are my branches. Okay, so all I did, maybe I'll just do one up here too. All I did was, from the vertical line, I just drew straight lines, sort of diagonal, right? That means they're kind of going diagonal up on both sides. That's all I've done so far. all I have done is lines. Now I am going to continue making more lines off of these lines that I have already made. Okay, so just watch me, and I will be going a little bit fast here so you don't get bored watching me make my branches. But I'm literally just going to be drawing many more different straight lines from these large lines that I made. I'm going to be drawing some shorter lines. So just go ahead and watch. Ooh, that was so satisfying, but I'm not finished yet. For this first tree, I'm just going to make a geometry tree. That means I'm just going to be making some cool shapes around the tree and then coloring them in with my sparkly gel markers and just going to have fun creating a beautiful tree. And then I'm going to create a tree with a little Thanksgiving twist, or you could just say with a thankful twist on how you can sort of make this also a gratitude tree, or you could add things in your tree that you are thankful or grateful for. Okay, so first what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to add some rounded lines and kind of connect some of these lines I've already made. So let me show you what I mean. So kind of like from here to here, I'm going to just kind of make some shapes. I'm just closing up some of these spaces. I am connecting lines, kind of maybe one end to the other, you could think of it like, with random shapes. They can just be sharp shapes, like triangles. They can just be like a round line. You see how I'm literally just connecting lines with lines? I'm just making this kind of like more of a relaxing sort of exercise. You can make wibbly wobbly lines. You can make wavy lines. But kind of the idea is you're going from one end of a line to the other and connecting it in some kind of creative way. And I'm just going to continue this sort of pattern that I'm doing, which is just really relaxed. This is a really sort of meditative kind of drawing. That means like if you're feeling like if your little brother or little sister is annoying you and you just want to go relax, take your mind off things, this can be a great project for that. And I am going to speed this up a little bit here, but I encourage you, whatever you do, however you create these leaves or these geometric shapes, or whatever you decide to do, is going to be absolutely perfect because it's coming from your own creativity and your own imagination. So don't feel frustrated if it doesn't look exactly like mine. It's not supposed to. You and me have different art brains. So always, 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 our art is going to look different. All right, here we go. So while I was working on my art, I had some ideas for this particular tree. This happens a lot to me. Sometimes when I'm working on a piece of art, I have new ideas and new inspiration that happens while I'm working. I have new ideas that I didn't have before. What could you do with this? If you want to give it a sort of a thankful theme, you could, for example, write words along some of the branches and in some of the spaces for things that you are thankful for. For example, I was thinking that I am thankful for my family. So I'm going to write family on this branch. I am also very thankful for my friends. So I can write friends. Whatever it is that you are thankful for, you could sort of fill in the spaces here on your tree. I'm very thankful for my art students. So I'm definitely going to write students. I could write the names of my family, or I could write my dog or my cat. I also was thinking, as I was making this beautiful tree, that I could come up with just one or two shapes. Instead of just a bunch of random shapes, I could make stars, or I could make a whole tree with heart leaves. There are so many ideas that you can do with this beautiful tree. I am so excited to see what you come up with. Thank you for always making art with me. Thank you for just taking time to be creative, taking time to explore your imagination. Art is super important, and I can't wait to see you next time on the Daily Doodle. Bye, art students!